Hello gamers, it's SoftKitty99 and today we're back at the castle. So after we did the tour and a quick clean up and flipped it for the Halloween special, I decided that I'd come back to admire that beautiful sky and I'd have a go at the castle itself, give it a quick clean up and do a few renovations. Not a huge massive do everything renovation, but make things a little bit nicer, a little bit lighter and brighter here and there and add some touches to make it more homey. So the first thing you spot is we've added one of those beautiful new carpets right in the entrance hall, and because it's a nice white and bright, it's added a big lift to the entrance hall. There we've added some white paint and a flower and some more white paint there on the side wall, and we've added one of the brand new flowers. Look at that great big dangling flower on that pot, that's absolutely beautiful. So just by adding a little bit of white into the entry hall, it makes the whole place look like a completely different area. So for the living room, I've swapped out the suite of furniture. I've added in one of the older sofas and we've added two of the brand new style of armchairs. I really like those armchairs. And we've added a panel of the new red wallpaper along the back wall where the fireplace is. Added a lovely mirror and it just makes the whole place a lot brighter and cheerier. So we've now got a lovely sitting room for your family with just a few small changes. There's access to the courtyard, and we've added some benches and some oleander plants to make it pretty along the sides. So we've basically just added 6 plants and 4 benches. That's all we've done, but it's made the courtyard look a very different place. And then if we head down the side room, just cleaned up the next room, to be honest. But there you can see the sofa better from this angle, can't you, Ed? So you can see which one we've got there. So in here we've just done a clean up. We haven't really changed a lot. The only thing we've really done is we've kept the grey wallpaper on the wall where the daybed is, and we've white painted the rest of the room just to add a little bit more brightness to it, to lift it so it's not such a dark gothic house. It just lifts the whole place up with just a few little touches. We've added in a sideboard here for storage, just to utilise the space a little bit better. And down here we've gone for a pale pink, I think it's called Eocene in the paint colours. So we've added it on the short wall where the ladder is and then along the long wall of the corridor just to brighten up this space. And we've turned the corner of the corridor into a nice little compact office space. We've got a filing cabinet, a desk, freestanding desk with shelves for a bookcase and a nice white desk. We've used some of these street map posters on the walls just to brighten it up. We've got 2 on either side here and then 1 near the stairs. It just makes the whole place a lot brighter and nicer, and we've added a few lamps just to make it brighter again. Now the crazy little scary hole that we had at the end here, we've turned into a miniature library. So we've got a bookcase with some books. We've used a lot of the different little sets of books that you can purchase to fill up the bookcase. We've used the pale pink on the walls again. We've used that new bright red wallpaper, because it's a nice bright red colour, not one of the really dark ones. Beautiful gilt ornate mirror, sunset picture on the wall, and then one of the new chairs in the red. And as you can see, the carpet, the wallpaper and the chair are all the same pattern, that new pattern that we've got with this Halloween update. So we've turned this little scary room into a nice little private reading room, so you can come and have a little bit of peace and quiet away from everybody else. So we're utilising that tiny room to the best of our ability. The master suite down here, I haven't done very much to this at all. I've added a couple of paintings and a mirror. And apart from that, it's pretty much as it was before. So we've got the beautiful painting there. Again, it's an old world style painting, so it adds to the vibe of the place, doesn't it, with the old world castle and everything. Had a nice bright picture in there, the irises by Van Gogh, just to lift the place a bit, and we've added that beautiful gilt ornate mirror again above the fireplace. Just makes a few little touches can make a difference to the room, but it's got this beautiful feel to the place, so I didn't want to change it too much. The bathroom I felt though was much too dark, so we've added a little mirror And then again we've used the pale pink, the eosine paint, along the wall over here just to make it a bit lighter so it's not all the red. So we've got two walls in the original red wallpaper, and we've used the pale pink on the other two just to lighten the whole thing up, and added a couple of beautiful plant paintings on the wall just to brighten it up and bring it into a much more family friendly vibe. So the master suite is absolutely gorgeous, and it's kept to the vibe of the entire place in this section of the build. So we head back upstairs to the ground floor, through the section I've already shown you. Now at the opposite side of the entrance hall, we'll go past that beautiful plant again. I've added some red paint along the wall over here to keep with the old style vibe, and then in the centre, the rug here didn't have any furniture at all, so I've added the grouping of the chairs and the coffee table to make this part of the living room area again. And then you've got this quiet reading nook, so I've added an extra white chair into here and painted it all the way around with the red. So we're sticking with the vibe of the castle and the Dracula castle thing, and sticking with the theme of all the new furniture pieces. And then down here, as I said when we looked at it originally, it reminded me of a picture gallery because it had the little dark marks of where pictures were on the walls. So what I've done is I've decided to turn it back into a picture gallery, and I have to be honest, I think this is my favourite room in the house. So we've added some of the paintings that are the most picture gallery like along the wall. So we've got 4 paintings on here. We've added lights above them as spotlights to illuminate them. We've added a beautiful rug, the white version of the new wallpaper on the 2 end walls, white paint along all the walls, some little poofs along the side to sit and admire the art, and I really love that room. Inside the kitchen we've kept the traditional cabinets that came with the house, and we've used the half tile half paint wallpaper behind where the units are. We've switched the floor out for the old style fleur-de-lis tile floor, and again you've got access into the courtyard area from the kitchen. And then the rest of the walls in the kitchen we've painted in the white style paint. I believe we used the crystal one on here, so it's a slightly greyish tint to the white, and I really like that now. It's a much better clean space for making your food. Now the big main dining room, we've kept the traditional tables. I've added a new plant, I've added a beautiful carpet, and we've added some paintings up onto the walls. So we've kept this room as the very traditional castle banquet room without adding too much to it. So we've just added a few touches here and there. So we've added a couple of extra paintings, kept all of these placements on the wall and the table, added a big rug so that you've got something soft under your feet and something warm, and then a bright red plant in a white pot just to add a little bit more colour into the space. I've added some paint onto the walls here in the cloakroom, and a big mirror so that you can check your appearance before going into the banquet. And then we've taken the colour from this room into the bathroom and changed the end walls to the lighter colour, just to brighten the room up just a little bit. And since it is designed to be mostly used as an evening guest bathroom, I think it's quite nice to keep that in a slightly darker colour to match the more traditional banquet hall that we've kept pretty much as it was before we started. And again, access to the courtyard from this side. And you can see up to what would have been the musicians' gallery, which we have turned into a bit of a sitting room again. And it's also got the piano, so you could still use it as a music gallery if you like. All you need to do is move the big poof along the edge of the wall, and then you could have a little band set up in here. There's plenty of space for that. We've added a very big feature gilt mirror here to bring a little bit more lightness into the room, and then besides that we've just added a few plants around the space to bring a bit more life and modernity in there. And then we've added some knickknacks, some statues, plates and things onto the bookshelf space here, and another plant. And the furniture as is this what was up here originally. We haven't changed the furniture, we just added the new plants, great big mirror and a few knickknacks on the bookcases just to add a few personal touches for the new residents of the place. As I just wanted to keep this big space at the back pretty traditional because of that beautiful ceiling, and it's the featured place of the whole build, so I just really wanted to keep that very much with the castle feel itself. Now you've got access here across under the covered walkway. Could add a bit more seating in here, but I didn't want to kind of block the walkway. It's kind of a promenade area, isn't it? For if it's raining you can promenade around and get a little bit of exercise. Added a little tree in the corner, some seating here in this corner tucked away so that you can sit outside even in the rain because you've got the cover above your head. And what was originally a little storage room, I've decided to try and turn into a guest bedroom if we can get inside. It is a really small room, so we've had to be very careful with designing it. I'm quite pleased with this room as well. So we've painted white on the walls with the white version of one of the new wallpapers along the window wall. We've added a blind, a bed, fairly close single bed match to the patterning on the wall, and then just a little bit of the furniture, chest of drawers, a picture and a bedside table. So there really isn't a lot of space in here, but we've made it really bright with nice pale white so that the room actually looks bigger than it is. Really like that room, very nice. And if we head back inside, at the top of the stairs I've added a great big white and black rug to lift the space a little bit. So we've kept everything else pretty much the way it was, but the big white rug just makes it a lot brighter in this room. Now that's allowed us to stick with the old traditional decor and walls and the darker, it allows us to use the darker wallpapers and keep them in here. So just one rug can make a big difference to the appearance of the room. And then if you go back down the stairs, you can see we're back at the entrance hall here, so you can see exactly where we are in the building itself. Then if we head out onto the ramparts, this is the open area with the crenellations. We've added a frondy plant here, a couple of sun lounges over here, so this is an open topped section, so this is going to be the best place to catch the sun. So that's why we've added those here. And then at the end of the walkway we've got another turret room here, and we've added an orange tree in a pot just at the top of the steps down into the inside courtyard. So there you can see the orange tree. And then this turret room we've also turned into another single bedroom. We've kept the traditional wardrobe here. As you can see on the walls we've added one of the new wallpapers in a purple colour. And I've added lilac paint on the walls. We've used that beautiful pink rug that I haven't used before there. Sumptuous curtains on the windows. It's quite a narrow room again, but because it's a longer room we can use a slightly darker colour, so I've used the purple on the wall. Use that beautiful crystal drop chandelier. The paler shades on the painting, the more modern sun. It's like one of those like sunrise cloud paintings, very pretty. So the whole room is very feminine and pretty, and then the matching lamp on the bedside cabinet which matches the chandelier on the roof. So we've gone for a different colour entirely in here and made it a very girly room, very pretty, very feminine room, and then we can utilise this as an extra room either for children of the family or for visiting guests when they come over. Love that light, it's really pretty. But yeah, utilise this room really nicely. I really like that rug actually. So that, I think, is all of the rooms inside the house there. And there's your view from above at the courtyard. See, we've not added a lot, we've just added 6 plants and 4 seats, but it makes the whole courtyard come much more alive there. So that's the tour around the house then. So back to the living room again. So I don't think we've missed anything. I think we've been absolutely everywhere now. So there you go. That is my simple renovation of the castle. I've given you a tour throughout that. I hope that gives you some ideas. As I said, I think my portrait gallery room is my favourite, and it's possibly one of the rooms we've done the most change to. So the house was £395,000 to purchase, and we're going to see what happens with people. We spent under £13,000 doing the renovation, so we are definitely going to make a profit here. Everyone is going well above our budget, so that's really, really good news. And the Smoth family, the family but want at least 2 bedrooms. And what do we have here? We have 3 bedrooms here, don't we? And they've offered us a profit of 128,000. So we'll take a look at the before and after pictures, and I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Now that makes a huge difference in that turret room, doesn't it? The kitchen is much brighter and fresher, isn't it? Much better place to make your food. Yeah, see the difference there? We're just adding a little bit of paint. Move a few things round, add a few little bits here and there. Much brighter with the white walls. Just add a light pink wall, again brightens and freshens the place up. Yeah, so as you can see, just a few small changes can make quite a big difference to the place. Hope you have fun doing your own renovations of this particular property. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. From Soft Kitty 99, goodbye and happy gaming!